Seriously. I know I haven't posted in much time, and you know what? I made the edit as like goodwill wishing and whatever. It's like, I guess that's my own fault, but that's not what we're here for. Okay. I give an apology to Elden Ring because I've since like the year that it lost, I've kind of done a lot of evaluation, and that game realistically, because I've played Black Myth Wukong. I know they aren't the same game, but they are both essentially the same game. I understand why people like Elden Ring, but Expedition 33 is literally a game that is a JRPG where you take turns attacking each other, but it has like Dark Souls parry mechanics. And the overhyped glaze over this game, and it's not even I no one talks about the game. I've literally seen nobody talk about the game as its gameplay. People talk about the game for the politics of the game, how it's an indie studio getting at the AAA developers. It only has like 30 people working on the game, and it has got a dog as an employee. It's like, dude, this game is like low key trash. And I'm not even trying to be a dick here or anything, but it's like it's not even like well made. Like sure, it has like a story and whatever. I know I'm gonna come off as some salty dickhead because I'm mad Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 lost, which I am mad because how are you going to have three fucking nominations in the actor category? And I kind of forgot if it's five or six, but if it's five, that's more than 50% of you winning. And if it's six nominations, that's half the chance you're going to win a nomination for the game, right? Congrats to the devs or whatever, but they shouldn't have one RPG. They shouldn't have one narrative because I've seen nobody talk about the game's narrative. I've seen not one human being like, this game has to have some of the best storytelling the game industry has ever heard. People say game of the decade. Like, they haven't even talked about the game of the decade. They talk about the game being like, fuck the AAA. This game's only $50 and it packs so much more than games are spending 80 on. Like, dude, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 beat Baldur's Gate 3 for the record of how many words there are in a script. Two something million words in a script. And you're telling me it doesn't win narrative? It doesn't win RPG, and that game is quite literally the ultimate RPG. In every RPG, there's like the weight systems, right, where you carry too much shit, and it's like, oh, I'm encumbered. I'm gonna move 5 times slower now. Well, in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, you literally gain strength the more shit you're carrying because the fact that it's like you're working out essentially. You're going to tell me that like some corny ass French game, and that's another thing. This game literally is like a academy bait because the fact that like no one's talking about the quality of the game, right? This is like they probably hit all the right notes with Academy Awards, not like voters, judges. Like, he's got the perfect amount of blend and mix and music. Oh, fantastic! Yes, it has to be the number one game. Like, no, dude. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, right? It's medieval knights and shit. But like, you really grabbed like Final Fantasy. No, that's like doing that game favors. You're getting Paper Mario and like the Dark Souls dodge and parry mechanic and putting that into a game, right? Like from what I've heard, Charlie Cox is in Exhibition 33 for like 10 minutes in game. Why is that motherfucker getting at all a on the list of best nominations or whatever for actors? What about Henry or Hans, right? They literally could have gotten that because those actors went through hell and back, and I feel no worse for the Warhorse devs that showed up on that event because they probably came in knowing they were going to lose, and they lost so hard. They got robbed in literally every convention of the word, and you couldn't even like make this shit up. I hope those guys like they are. I don't think they're going to make Kingdom Come Deliverance 3 because I don't know if 2 sold well, and in general, like I will say this much: my Elden Ring video, I like regret that because it is honestly I apologize to that. I've played Black Myth Wukong, and I get it. I get why people like the Dark Souls game now. Like, I get it. I like that. I'm like, how could you play this nerdy ass game where you're dying constantly and rolling? And well, no. Playing Black Myth Wukong kind of opened my eyes to seeing like, oh yeah, Elden Ring could win Game of the Year. You know, I could see that, but for Expedition 33 to win over so like it took so many awards from games that genuinely probably could use it when Expedition 33 is quite literally like academy bait. They are the most artsy bullshit that anyone could come up with just so that like, oh, this game is quite magnificent. It hit. I'm bringing it up again. It hits every note emotionally, lyrically. It's the most fine. It's for motherfuckers who have wine and cheese in their hand, be like getting the hints of cheese and wine. Right. It's for those motherfuckers, and those are the not. Those are like the judges for these things. Like seriously, fuck Expedition 33. Fuck the Game Awards for at all like literally slagging Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 under the dirt. Now I'm people are gonna be in the comments maybe if anyone even sees this video, right? Because last time I made a Game Awards video, I got 1,000 views. So there's probably gonna be like 2 people watching this. Who gives a shit, right? So fuck this game. Like I seriously mean it. Fuck this game. I genuinely don't see the hype behind it. And I basically played Elden Ring via proxy. I've played JRPGs before. They are the most mind-numbing, boring games of all time, right? And you might be like, well, you have a terrible attention span. You're probably a guy that plays, well, you play TF2, so that means you have to have like zero. No. I played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, a game where like you get completely fucked over if you don't do things right with like your character's health. So I don't want to hear it. I genuinely like whatever to the devs of Expedition 33. Like I could tell it was some mega glaze over there with Jeff Kiev or whatever the fuck the dude's name is. Like it seriously. To hell with these awards, honestly, because God of War Ragnarok, when I got mad at that shit losing, who gives a fuck? That's a cutscene game. You're watching a movie. I've seen nobody play the game except when they're fighting Thor. Okay? Like, I understand. That game is, like, mid as hell, probably, if we think about it deep down. But for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, one of the most, like, hard effort games in the world. And it came out at a time where Unreal Engine 5 was being used in every game. You know, the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on launch, I had no crashing issues. I literally could run the game like a dream on my shitty ass laptop. And you're telling me that game gets snubbed in literally every facet over cheese and wine ass game? And I go and you check out the Steam reviews. It's not people really talking about the game. It's mainly people talking about like the politics. It's people are acting like this is like the greatest gift of mankind God has ever given them, and like that it's the politics, because the gaming industry is such a shithole now that a game being $40 and it being like slightly above average is apparently the greatest thing to ever grace humanity, when it's you're playing Marvel Midnight Suns but for French motherfuckers. Like what? Like no, fuck this game. And fuck the people who glaze it, because that's what honestly brought it to like where it is right now. You know, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 really could have used that fucking praise, because how do you get snubbed? You got snubbed on RPG. Like that game is the Kingdom KC. I'm not gonna say the title. KCD 2 is the ultimate RPG, and they got snubbed by French motherfucker game. And just as a quick note, I'm going to put a clip of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 at the end of the video. And this game, this clip here, probably has more lyrical genius. Like, because this is like, to me, when I saw this moment, it kind of had me teary-eyed for how, like, honestly life-changing the advice is. I know that E33, because I'm not even going to bother saying that bullshit ass game's full title. I know that game has nowhere as good writing as that. Fuck this game.
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.